Welcome back to the Geico City of Palms Classic, and we're leaving the best for last. Prolific Prep, the #1 team in the land out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, is going to take on Montverde Academy for the Signature Series Championship game. I'm JB, and with me here is Dave Phipps. And Dave, we have a huge matchup here.
This here could be a final anywhere at any time, Jeff. This is going to be a great matchup. You've got players on both sides ranked. You got a new coach at Montverde, and you got the #1 team in the nation. This one is going to be high-flying, fast action, and this place is starting to fill up quick.
The tip goes to Holt. He immediately puts his exclamation point on the game with a slam. And Prolific Prep is an outstanding team from top to bottom. They can do it all. And there is another guy that can do it all. Dahani Miller going to Kent State. Looking back at the history of this tournament, the City of Palms Classic, Montverde Academy is a 6-time champion since 2012.
Wow.
That is amazing. Kevin Boyle, the former coach now at Spire Academy, put together an incredible run, not only in this tournament, but nationally with several national championships.
Steve Turner, coming down from up north, has been able to keep a lot of players and bring in a few, and they're ranked.
The Buckeye, Alex Smith, for 2, going to Ohio State next year. And you're right, Dave, we've got talent everywhere on the court with these two teams. Holt is going to try to lock down that point position. And these guys are just so quick. And nice toss off the glasses, Tyndale. Javion Tyndale. What pressure, Dave? No pressure.
No pressure. 5'9", junior, smallest guy on the court, not even guard.
Alex Smith up and under. Tossed it out to Holt. He had it knocked away. Dahani Miller goes up high to put it down for Joe Filon. 6'8" senior, number 46 in his class.
Montverde just
Dahani Miller will put it down as well.
Miller.
Jeff, that's 2 takeaways down the court, 2 big turnovers for Montverde Academy.
Left-handed shot is up, no good. And Smith keeps it alive. Had his shot altered. Holt, who got us started with the slam, has been held in check thus far. Nice dish to Atkins, and they will call foul with that. Davion Atkins heading to Lawrence next year and will be a Jayhawk.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 42,
This foul's going to go on Daniels.
Team first.
Wow,
So to the line shooting 2 is Atkins. Go ahead, Dave.
A lot of action underneath the basket there. Real no control by anybody.
Talk about keeping your head on a swivel. This game, these players can get by you so quick. The speed, the athleticism, it's incredible.
Atkins 1 for 1 from the line. 1 for 2 from the line, excuse me.
Javion Tyndale had a nice layup, got past the defense, guarded by Holt. Holt 6'5", Tyndale 5'9", so the height advantage goes to Holt, clearly. Nice dish inside, and put it down, big guy.
Daniels from underneath.
Derek Daniels.
With the slam from under the basket.
We got a 30-second timeout. We will stay here as this place has immediately become electric. You put two of these teams in a gym together and something amazing is going to happen.
I'm impressed by how Montverde has upset them trying to come up the court. Prolific Prep, I thought, would come out and really run the ball down the court, which is what they were doing, and Montverde's been able to stop them and trap them in the same corner, not once but twice.
And you know, don't underrate or don't sleep on Dahani Miller. He is an outstanding player going to Kent State, and he's played well in this tournament. Alex Smith will toss it in. As I said earlier, he's going to Ohio State next year.
The Ohio State Buckeyes.
My wife's alma mater.
Rated number 2 in college football.
And Holt with the turnaround. He will not get the shooter's roll. Daniels keeps it alive. And Montverde Academy is out in transition as Miller throws it up, and that's dangerous. And Holt is going to get tied up. Very generous not to call traveling as he was whittling around on the ground.
Prolific Prep used their second 30-second timeout here so they could pertain and hold that ball.
And Dave, we're going to take a quick break too. 11-5, the Eagles of Montverde Academy on top. We'll be right back. Left here in the first. This is the Geico City of Palms Classic, brought to you by League Ready. And this arena is on fire. It's electric in here.
All the other teams are filing in for the dunk and three-point competition and to watch a great game.
That shot was off the mark. Picking it up and putting it in is MJ Madison into the game for Prolific. Nasir Anderson picks up in the front court. And high off the glass is Joe Philon, and he is much more aggressive this game than the first game we saw him here at the Classic. And they were just chasing home. He turned the corner and it was over with that first step.
Team second.
One step and he was gone. Full head of steam to go down. Holt's been the bright light here for Prolific Prep, you know, underneath the basket, getting both offensive and defensive rebounds and getting to the basket and get a foul.
Caleb Holt is the number 5 ranked player in his class. He misses that free throw. Has not committed to a school yet, so he is out there for the bidding. And I say that with NIL, it's become quite crazy at the next level. That's another story for another day. We got a great game here at the City of Palms Classic. Daniels had his shot blocked. It's going to be a foul, and that was Holt.
Holt, again, like you said, he may get a foul, but he's everywhere trying to control this game.
Caleb Holt is first, team first.
You were talking about Coach Turner. He's familiar with this classic as well, as he brought a Gonzaga College high school down here from the DC area. They were wildly successful, taking over for Kevin Boyle, his first year with the program. Really has them ready to play.
Montverde spent a significant amount of money to build a program and to keep it one of the top programs in the nation.
Nasir Anderson has not gotten on the scoreboard. And there That is Bruce Branch III, and we've got a whistle. I didn't quite catch what happened there. Maybe a moving screen.
That's Joel Maqueza. That's his first. Team second.
Foul was on Joel Maqueza, the 6'9" senior center. To the lane, up and under, just off the mark. And Maqueza with his rebound, first rebound, wearing the protective face mask. Prolific, by the way, in black. Just threw the ball away, and that was Branch III. Simply just misread where the other player was going.
It's so fast down there that a half step, you miss the ball, and you're anticipating so much because everybody moves so quick.
Tyndale doing a great job, breaks the pressure. Phylon is going to go inside with the left and lay it in.
Phylon.
Really impressed with Joe Phylon today. Much more aggressive than the first game. First game tended to be a bit of a bystander. Now he's initiating, and he's much better of a player when he does do that. 2 minutes left here in this first quarter. Shot is blocked. Rebound by Montverde Academy. And they lead at 16-9 over the #1 team in the country.
Second, team third.
Jeff,
That's a foul on Montverde.
Delancey of Montverde. Was a delayed call. Once it got passed back out, he called it.
So to the line is MJ Madison, number 13. He is a 6'9" senior.
He came in off the bench, Jeff, and instantly made an impact on both ends of the floor.
How about these uniforms? It's a highlighter out there.
One more shot for 13.
This is one of the teams that we are not fighting to read a number tonight.
I love it. Thank you, guys.
And
That's
extra
amazing.
large, bold felon, yes.
Catering to the more mature folks over here who struggle.
I have to say, it looks pretty good on our
It really
monitor
does,
here.
man.
You can at least read the numbers from home, so
it
it's
does.
good for everybody.
It looks good, and the second one drops for Madison. And here's Tyndale. He is going to be a busy guy all night long. And he's picked up by Aaron Onaimbo. He's into the game for Prolific.
That's on the crew number 3.
That's on Bruce Branch III.
Team third.
And it's only his first. He'll take a quick breather. You know, I was going to say, we talked about this earlier, but this team, Prolific, is extremely deep on their bench, and you're going to see a lot of players, a variety. Nice look inside to Daniels. He couldn't quite get it, had it knocked out of his hands, and I think that foul will go on Davion Atkins. But Dave, very, very deep bench. What a luxury to have.
Yeah, what a luxury to have. You've got, you know, you can bring in players like this and stretch it out. But when you're this loaded, you can also build with that. So you want guys potentially on your bench, some juniors. They have a freshman, McDaniel. You know, you start bringing those kind of players in development. That's what programs like this are all about.
Holt will go to the bench, and Branch the third got a quick breather. He'll be back in the game. They need him, 6'7" senior. He is the number 6 ranked player in his class. So the list just goes on and on and on with great players. He grabs that rebound. He'll bring it up. Kind of resembles Scottie Pippen to me in his early stages. Same height and early on the same build. Good defense, but did get the foul. And there is Javion Tyndale.
That foul's going to be on Prolific.
Unless they got with the body, you know, having your hands all the way up in the air, defending with a little bit of movement is allowable.
Yeah, and he goes up against Tinsdale, the smallest guy we've seen, 5'9", and any kind of contact with him is going to be big contact. So, you know, he went up. I thought he played it well, but any contact is big contact and puts Tinsdale on the line.
Tyndale on the line. He connects and he completes the and one. 20-11. The Eagles from Montverde Academy kind of stunning this crowd as they have the lead. And Dahani Miller looking to argue the call. Teammate Tyndale's not going to have any of it.
Dahani Miller's first.
That's only number one on Miller.
They know the significance of, you know, a technical foul in a game like this.
That's right.
You stretch the lead out by 9, you know, then that's what team ball's about.
Prolific will toss it in to Atkins. And there's that guy, Nasir Anderson. He can put some points on the board in a hurry. And so can he. Atkins.
McDaniel.
And I don't know who that went. Who did they give that to? Was it Atkins?
I think he gave it to McDaniels. The announcer said McDaniels.
Randy McDaniel.
I thought Atkins was up there too, but you could give them to both. They had the ball in their hands. I don't know how you split that stat, but.
And Dave McDaniel is a 6'9" freshman into the game. So talk about being on the hot spot and being at center stage.
A freshman on a #1 team in the nation, you've got to buckle down, and you've got an opportunity in your life to do something really big.
And we talked about that with King Baycott out of Petersburg High School. He is only a freshman. He's the brother of Armando Baycott, who was here with IMG and also went on to play at North Carolina for 4 years.
Looks like they spilled a water bottle down in front of the Prolific bench, and we're going to spend a little time cleaning that up so no one gets injured.
In a normal setting, that would be a technical foul, unless there's a timeout here. Is there a timeout?
No, this is an official timeout, so not sure where, if the bottle was hit after that ball went out of bounds, or
it would be considered a delay of game, and that would be a technical foul on that bench. But this is the City of Palms Classic, and we do things a little different here.
Yeah, normal I've seen this done a couple times. Normally they don't stop the ball when there's an injury or anything like that. But with the movement as fast as this is and the talent we have to stop the game and let these guys so they don't get run over.
So with 55 seconds in the first, with a temporary stoppage here, 20-13, and you know, if I'm Montverde Academy, this is really irritating to me. They are in such a groove right now, waiting to inbound the basketball, allowing Prolific Prep now to kind of catch their breath and regroup a little bit, and the coach is able to talk to some of his players if need be.
They did, the Prolific Prep coaches did come out to start coaching, and they told them they couldn't. So both teams don't get a timeout here to talk to their coaches.
So 7-point lead for the Eagles and Coach Turner. And they're looking to add to that right now as Tyndale is going to defer to Dahani Miller as he brings it up. He had a steal and a quick basket, and he's been a bit quiet here recently. Daniels, good ball movement. Tyndale from the corner, counted.
For three, that's Tyndale.
And what a decision to start him. How about that, Dave?
Oh, he's on fire from the outside, and he's taking the ball to the hoop. We haven't seen the big man yet take the ball to the hoop, but he has.
Under 20 seconds, shot clock is off, and looks like Prolific is going to wait for the last shot. Anderson to the hoop. He throws one up and bailed out with the foul on Phylon. I believe that will only be his first, if I'm not mistaken.
Joe Phylon his first, team fifth.
Makweza will wait to come in. The 6'9" senior, number 31, for Prolific Prep.
Shot for one, that's Nasir Anderson.
Nasir Anderson at the free throw line. The first one is off the mark. Also in for Prolific is number 13, MJ Madison. We were really impressed with the time he spent in here.
Yes, I've been very impressed with Madison since he's been in. Made a big impact.
So 10-point lead with 4.2 seconds left in the first quarter.
It seems like he rotates in and out with Holt.
And that's going to be an over-the-back foul, and that will be on Madison, number 13. So just got into the game, quick foul. Great box out by Montverde Academy to keep him on your back. We've been screaming about this all day. The only rebounder should be the defense, or the team that's defending the free throw. Meaning you shouldn't allow the free throw shooting team to get that rebound. We saw that quite a bit earlier. And there's Phylon. Nothing but net from the line for him. Said earlier, number 46 in his class. 6'8", and the second one goes as well. Smooth shooter.
Daniels
quickly in.
Step out for Montverde, and in is O'Neal Delancey.
Well, also number 25, Trace Lopez, and number 10, Kulasianis. Shot goes up, hits the rim, would have counted, and that'll do it for the first quarter. 25-13, we got a barn burner here. The number 1 team in the country, down by 12. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Geico City Palms Classic here in Fort Myers, Florida. And could it be an upset brewing? Prolific down by 12. Shot in the corner is no good by Montverde Academy. They lead this one, but we are very early. Shot goes up by Madison. It's going to go over the backboard, and that'll be the Eagles basketball.
They have to get out. The crew have to get out in front of these Eagles if they're going to, try to regain this lead. The Eagles are just, the bucket's open and they're just pounding the ball in the bucket.
Dahani Miller picked up his dribble. Daniels in there, number 42. Also number 32, Booker. Malachi Booker into the game for Montverde Academy. And you can see right now as the defensive pressure has really ratcheted up. And that shot goes by Phylon. Joe Phylon is having a night. 11 points for him. Bruce Branch went to the lane. He's got fouled, got hacked actually.
That foul's going to be on Eagles number 42, Derek Daniels, his second.
That foul will be on Derek Daniels, 6'8" junior. That'll be 2 on him. Really impressed with Joe Philon. Just much more aggressive than what we saw before.
I watched part of the beginning of the last Montverde game, and they didn't come out this energized, and it showed that they went back and dialed this back in and said we have to come out and be solid.
What a great move by Holt, up and under, and banks it off the glass as he was getting fouled, and he'll shoot a free throw. Caleb Holt, 6'5", is a slasher and can get to the hole rather quickly too.
Cuts the lead to 12, 6:37 left here to go in the second.
How about Tyndale breaking that pressure, crashing the boards is Montverde Academy, and that is Derek Daniels, and he got fouled.
Both teams had at least 4 guys under the basket rebounding. Daniels back to the line.
Crowd is getting into it. First shot by Daniels goes. This is the Signature Series Championship. Prolific Prep in the black uniforms out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the Crew, and Montverde Academy right outside of Orlando in the gray with the checkered side. This has been an outstanding game for MVA. Atkins, oh, and that's a foul on Booker.
I like the way that Prolific Prep now is kind of going to settle down. Looks like they're trying to settle in a little bit, and coach has them calm down. Look, we've got to play this second quarter really tight and play some of our best basketball.
Imbo with the long shot. He nails it, but I believe there was a foul.
Fouls on Crew 25.
Philon maybe got hit in the face.
Team second.
And that's what happened, the face or the eye. Or the nose, I don't know, you pick. Anything
Somewhere
that is on or
the
around
head.
the face.
Yes.
Branch is really long out there on the perimeter. Trying to get around these guys is monumental. And there he goes, slicing to the basket for 2. Bruce Branch the third. Pressure got to Montverde that time, and there's Booker taking it to the hoop, and he got fouled.
Booker coming off the bench. Again, we're talking deep bench here. Comes off the bench and makes another big impact. Like you take one off of one team and they put somebody else on for the same position. We really have to watch the numbers who's playing, because you can't really tell, because the intensity level on both ends of the court, they just change out numbers.
Booker with his first shot is up and no good.
Here we go. Let's look at Holt and MJ Madison. He's just switching them out. You don't know who's in or out. You got to play the exact same intensity on both ends of the ball here, because these benches are so deep.
Nasir Anderson back into the game, and he hasn't had the offensive impact that he had in the first game that Prolific played. Good ball movement. Holt is going to take the jumper, and it falls off. And there's Smith going to the basket. Holt will pick it up and go to the line to shoot one.
I love watching Holt out here. He, like I said, he had the ball. He was in control, trying to bring it at the point. Few passes, and then he goes in, gets the rebound, and puts the ball back up. Incredible player.
Caleb Holt at the line to shoot one. And he has been the firepower for this Prolific team that finds itself down by 10 to Montverde Academy. Now you've got Atkins up on the perimeter with Holt and Nasir Anderson. Tyndale breaks the pressure. Montverde looks to be a little out of sorts. It's one and done.
Smith grabs it, brings the ball down. They're gonna slow it up here. Anderson's gonna reset.
Nasir Anderson guarded by O'Neal Delancey. And that shot by Branch is no good. It's dangerous in that lane, Dave.
Yeah, that was off Elon. You're exactly right. It's very dangerous in that middle.
Enter at your own risk. Branch the third will look it over. He's looking for Holt. Oh, the nice step back three. Can't get it to drop. Good job of going on the floor as Atkins. Shot goes up by Holt. No good.
Elon gets the rebound. Hands it off to Tyndale.
Joe Philon has been just an outstanding player for the Eagles today. Shot goes up and he knocks down another three.
Extending that lead to 13, Jeff.
And this place is on fire. Nasir Anderson with an answer. I'm here, is what Anderson said.
Coach Turner's call looks like was there a timeout? Can't really tell.
I'm not sure, I just got caught up in my emotions for a moment.
They were acting like there was a timeout while the officials were, but Coach Steve Turner was not happy. We have to close the lane, guys. No one stepped up.
Yeah, Nasir Anderson got in there too easy, and when he did, he brought the roof down. Delancey's got nowhere to go. Embo wrapped him up. And defensively, this is what Prolific Prep will do to you. Tyndale with the floater. No call as bodies go down. And there's Booker. And you got to call that one. Booker got inside and he will go to the line.
Booker comes from underneath the basket to try to make a play.
Alex Smith is first.
That foul will be the first on Alex Smith.
To the line, 2 shots, Eagles 32.
Malachi Booker.
Malachi Booker
is going to shoot a free throw here. And it swirls in for the first one. And Dahani Miller coming back in once this free throw is made, if it is. And it is, and he will come in for Booker. And Dahani Miller has to also be more offensive for this team. He can fill it up really quickly, going to Kent State next year. But looking to win this signature series here at the City of Palms Classic. Shot goes up by Smith, misses badly. Tyndale. Good decision there to hold it up, Dave, and not get caught up in the emotion of this game.
That's one thing that I've noticed with Montverde is they try to set up an offense every time. You're not going to beat a team every time on a fast break. Set it up, slow it down, get your shot.
Delancey with the long three. That's a bomb.
That is a three-point lead. Stephon Curry, 3 there if I ever saw one.
39-23. Prolific Prep down to Montverde Academy. And these Eagles are looking like the old MVA.
They need to, what Prolific Prep needs is a few balls like that one to go in and drive the paint. That's one of 3 or 4 this quarter where they should have had 5, 6, or 7.
Nasir Anderson heating up. And you know, you can't give him too many chances because he will burn you. And Miller goes down. They're going to call him for traveling. And once again, Dave, talking about the emotion, you can't get too up or too down, and you can't argue calls all the time. You've got to play your game and move on.
Right.
That's what the coach is for, is to argue your point. But as a player, you've got to just keep playing. Getting some more perspiration up off the floor. Nasir Anderson coming on strong here lately in the second quarter, coming up on the 2-minute mark. Imbo, nowhere to go. Little's gonna take a shot, won't go. Phylon with the rebound. And Bruce Branch the third. Puts it down. 6'7".
There's a technical foul being called, it looks like on Holt.
Well, I think they're going to argue that they called timeout. But you're right. There is a technical foul. I thought Steve Turner, Coach Steve Turner, was arguing that he had a timeout when Phylon was there and they were scrambling for the ball. Officials are going to sort this one out. There's a lot of pressure on these officials. This is a tough game to officiate, Dave. I know you're in that type of business, and it doesn't get any tougher really than this.
When you have the top teams in the nation, and you've got some of the top players, you really, it takes a lot to concentrate and to really go through the rule book and understand the play. It's really good for a lot of these officials. Kevin Harrington does a great job bringing in a lot of local high school and college officials in the D2 that are in the Sunshine State Conference that are also state basketball officials to ref this. This is not an easy, you just don't come out your first or second year of officiating to do this.
So 2 shots here and the ball. Delancey knocks them both down. And now Montverde Academy will have the basketball, leading 41-27. No, do not adjust your TV monitor. Prolific Prep is down by 14.
150 to go here in the first half. Montverde Academy 41-27.
Good job. Tyndale's done an outstanding job. Delancey's feeling it. Can't get that one. Huge rebound by Branch. He'll bring it up. Embo got cut off by Phylon. Branch is spreading it out. He gets open inside. No contest on that one. Bruce Branch the third.
I've been impressed with him. He's been getting open every time. Bruce Branch gets down there, finds a guy, and gets himself in the right position.
Tyndale with the pass.
To Lopez.
And I'm not sure if he caught Lopez off guard or not. But it didn't look like he was prepared to get that pass.
Booker's going to come in for Phylon, who has 2, I believe. They're going to put MJ Madison at the line for 2. Both teams are in the bonus. 5 fouls apiece.
One thing is for sure, Montverde Academy has come out here and made a statement that they fear no one. They may not be the strongest team that the Eagles have put in this event, but they are making a statement tonight.
I mean, Steve Turner comes down and has a team like this. This shows what kind of coach he is and the kind of talent he's going to draw to Montverde Academy here in the next few years.
Shot goes up by Madison, and it is good. Phylon's going to toss it in. He's got Holt in front of him.
Pawlacki is in for the game.
And that was a dangerous pass. And they really got lucky with that as Dahani Miller stepped out of the way as that ball went out of bounds. Last touch by Prolific. can see Tyndale's getting a lot of attention. He's done an outstanding job of breaking that press. Probably should have kept the ball there. Good intentions, though. Branch is going to take it in, and that is going to be a charge. Phylon standing tall in the lane.
What happened with that is he just extended that arm as he was going through, and he ended up getting it. If he wouldn't have lowered that arm, I believe it wouldn't have been there. But man, I'm really impressed with how he brought the energy to the floor. Branch the third is a big, big smiley face for the Prolific Prep.
So I take it you like him.
I like him.
Phylon been a little uncomfortable with this pressure, trying to get it in. Tyndale, I just can't sing his praises enough for being able to handle this intensity. Delancey, that shot is off. We're going to have a foul on number 4, Imbo. He pushed Tyndale out of the way. Correction, not Tyndale. It was Dahani Miller.
That pass back to Delancey again for a long three, and it hits the rim. That you can't leave him.
Shots, Eagles 2, that's Dahani Miller.
41-30, the Montverde Academy Eagles in the lead. Make that 42 with another free throw to come over the number 1 team in the country, Prolific Prep. Into the game, number 10, I should say back in, is Kulasianis. Dahani Miller makes good on both free throws. He's going to take a seat. Sebastian Dow comes in for the Eagles. And again, now they're getting fresh players in. Leading by 13 with 35 seconds left here in the first half.
Again, it shows you the depth of the bench for all these teams.
Caleb Holt, that shot is off. Good rebound. Official blows the whistle right away as he calls the foul.
32, Malachi Booker, his second personal foul to line 2 shots. Prolific Prep 31, that's Joel Makweza.
Joe Makweza will shoot as Booker tallied another foul, and that free throw missed badly by the lefty. Phylon's going to come back in.
That's Smith.
Dahani Miller, Phylon, Booker number 32, Delancey, and Tyndale.
These coaches are going matchup for matchup right now. One goes in, they're matching them right up.
Trying to stay away from the double team. Good recognition to get the ball over in the corner to Booker. And here comes that trap. Tyndale has just done a beautiful job of managing the pressure. Dahani Miller finding his way and gets it as the half will end. But Montverde Academy, they lead this one 45-31. And Dave, before we go to the break, what are your thoughts on this one?
Prolific Prep needs to go in there and tell them they got to calm down. They need to work on getting that ball into the paint and doing what they do best with what they've been doing to Branch. And they need to slow down and stop fouling.
Well, I'm going to try to calm down, slow down, whatever you call it. We'll be back. You are watching the Geico City of Palms Classic here on League Ready. The third quarter is about to begin here, as I should say has begun, as Prolific Prep has the basketball. And in very unfamiliar territory coming from behind, Bruce Branch III with a shot that's off, David. And I can't imagine this is a comfortable place for anybody, especially not the #1 team in the country.
Oh, they called that a jump ball. I thought it was off of Prolific Prep, but he went ahead and called it a jump ball. So it'll stay here with Montverde Academy.
And Prolific picks up the ball, and they got numbers. Branch, unselfish, tossed it off to Holt. Nasir Anderson. Go ahead, David.
Holt missed, and Anderson with the follow-up.
So the pace is about the same here. And Tyndale is picking up where he left off. Dahani Miller with a shot from the corner. And Tyndale tossed that off with the left hand. That was a beautiful assist. And it's the little things that he's doing that's really helping this team stay in the lead.
Wide open.
Wow.
There's Bruce Branch again, came down the baseline, and an easy two-point layup for Bruce Branch.
I thought he was going to rock the rim, but he was able to get it. The ball goes out of bounds, and that's a turnover for Montverde Academy. And speaking of turnovers, only had 5 turnovers in that first half versus 8 for Prolific Prep. And I think for both teams, those are solid numbers.
Yes.
Shooting percentage from the field, 46% for Prolific and 59% for Montverde Academy.
Oh.
71% from 3.
Wow.
Which is amazing. And 46% for Prolific Prep. So, you know, Montverde, it might be fair to say they're playing out of their mind, but I think also they're really calculated in taking are really, you know, obviously taking good shots and really being, you know, specific about where they are and what they're doing.
By these stats, Prolific Prep is killing the paint with 24 points, but then you look on the other stat on the three-point line, and Montverde is shooting over 70%. Jeff.
That's incredible. Obviously, that's not sustainable. I don't think it is. I mean, maybe it will be, but that is incredible. 48-37, 11-point lead. Phylon, who I thought was very aggressive in that first half, David, and you know, they're going to need him to continue to be that way as this game wears on. 6 minutes left here in the third. Tyndale to Daniel, puts it down.
Again, Tinsdale on the assist. He's just been incredible by drawing the players to him to get that pass.
I'm telling you, I've been very impressed with him. Branch the third into Atkins, who's been extremely quiet. And the loose balls are going to Montverde right now. Phylon down the lane, couldn't get it. Daniel the ball was behind him, and Alex Smith gives it to Bruce Branch the third, and he takes care of business.
Branch has come out here in the second half and said, look, I gotta motivate this team. I'm gonna put this team on my back, and I'm gonna take it.
Smooth shot, and there's Tyndale knocking down the 3-ball and gets the approval from his coach.
Is that Stephon Curry? Oh, that was Tinsdale for the long 3.
Holt, he's gonna try his luck at shooting, and he knocks down a 3. And Dave, just when you think, could this game get any better? Yes, it can.
The intensity is not a 10-point game. The intensity is like a 1-point game in this building right now.
Daniel got tripped going. I believe that's going to be on White, I think.
Or Anderson.
Correct, I said White. Alex Smith. Don't know where my mind is with that.
There were 3 guys that I don't know who he really tripped up. I thought he was on Anderson.
Derek Daniels will shoot from the line. He's money on that. Second one upcoming, 54-43.
He's 5 for 7 right now from the free throw line, so shooting a good percentage.
Yeah, from your big man, those are good numbers. Holt gets the ball in quickly, and Nasir Anderson has really been held in check this game versus what we saw before. A nice look inside to Branch. And I'm going to stand by what I said. I think Bruce Branch III is a reincarnation of Scottie Pippen. Yes, I said it.
Branch stepped up here for 7 points here in the second half already.
Dhani Miller going strong. Didn't get it. Good rebound by
Madison.
Took the words right out of my mouth. And Holt goes down, and that's Tyndale.
Foul's going to be on Eagles 3, Jimyon Tyndale, his second, team second.
The arena starting to fill up in anticipation for the slam dunk contest. We've got the three-point shootout. And then don't forget, we've got the last game here, the Hugh Thimler tribute game, and that's at 8:20 start time. And that will feature Bishop Moreau Catholic High School, the Vikings, taking on Barron Collier from the Naples area.
That'll be a great matchup. Two of the top teams here in the Southwest Florida area.
Late whistle, and they're going to get Delancey for the foul.
Foul's going to be on Eagles 11, O'Neal Delancey, his third.
And they let Holt get loose, and that is so dangerous when you don't keep an eye on him. But Dave, there's so many weapons out there. This could get very nerve-wracking. You've got to stay focused.
You have two very aggressive players that will go to the basket in Madison and Holt. You got Smith, who can shoot from anywhere, going to Ohio State. You got Bruce Branch III. This is not over yet.
That shot goes up, and it's good. So here we are with 3:48 left, 55-47. And for me, we're going to really see what Montverde is made of right now with the pressure. And Bruce Branch is going to get called for that foul. And I really thought maybe, perhaps, Dhani Miller extended that right arm, but the official saw it otherwise, and clearly they are on the floor and I am not.
Personal foul, team second.
Prolific Prep came out here, with some authority. They've cut this lead down to 8, 55-47 with 3:33 left to go.
Dhani Miller is hounded by Embo. Great defense. And we have a bench warning by the official.
In high school, the NFHS rules state only one coach can stand. Now, when they cheer and they stand up and they give some direction, that's fine. But when one coach is yelling over the other, they shut that down right away.
Tyndale going to the basket, trying to find Phylon. And I think he might be feeling what we're feeling is Joe is getting kind of caught up in the bystanders. And they really need him to be the first half Phylon.
I see now they put Smith on him more one-on-one and move Madison over to Daniels. So let's keep an eye on that. They just keep switching guys up.
Dhani Miller with the shot. He is really feeling it as he drains a three.
Keeping that percentage high, over 70% from the three-point line.
Step back for Anderson, won't go. There he is, Dhani Miller with a big rebound. Gets it up to Daniel. Maybe not the pass they wanted, but it did go off a Prolific Prep.
Anderson got his hand on it, so it'll stay here. Be Montverde ball in the corner.
Coach Turner did not like that decision, and he made it known to the entire arena. Directed at Dhani Miller. Phylon, and there's a pass, an errant pass. Be careful. Holt gets loose inside and lays it in.
Like
what a move by Holt.
You said it. Be careful because he's a weapon.
58-49, 2:30 left in the third quarter. The Eagles of Montverde Academy have the lead, and really, oh wow, Delancey, Phylon thought that Delancey was going to slash to the lane, and he pulled back. That's going to be an offensive foul on Nasir Anderson.
Why that was an offensive foul? Yes, he was not set, but he's lowering the shoulder and turning at the same time and turned into him direct.
So full court pressure here by Prolific Prep. Got whistles all over.
He's tying his shoe. We actually had the first whistle for cleaning the floor. Official wants him to dry it up. A couple of the college coaches are pointing out some things out on the floor that are wet. Again, we cannot reiterate the safety of and the way that these players are. We have to give them the best court we can give them to play on, because one injury can really ruin a career.
Phylon will toss it in. Dahani Miller picked up by Embo. What a cool name. Aaron Ona Embo. Good defense on Miller. Miller dribbling too much. Got to get rid of the ball. Tosses it to Phylon, but
Turner
a bit
called
out of reach.
Eagles, timeout on the floor.
You know, I think Dahani Miller is a great player, but you got to get the ball into Tyndale's hands, and we're going to see how Montverde Academy handles the rest of this game. 1:58 left in the third. We'll take a break. Back to the action here at the Geico City of Palms Classic. And Dave, what are you thinking here? Prolific Prep is really making a comeback, but they've been trading baskets, and can they turn it on and get the lead here?
If they can stay out of foul trouble here with a minute 52 and not get Montverde into the one-on-one going into the fourth, they have a great opportunity to blow this open. But right now, you can't exchange baskets with such a great team that is shooting 70% from the three-point line.
Looking at this entire lineup, Tyndale has got to be the MVP so far for Montverde. He has done everything that's asked of him. Shot goes up. 1 second left on the clock as the shot clock will expire. And that might be one of the negatives, and there's only one, is Tyndale maybe didn't see the shot clock.
The last two times down the court, the defense for Prolific Prep has really been locked down.
Holt with a long jumper and knocks it down.
Cutting this lead to 6, Jeff, 58-52 with a minute 20 left to go here in the third.
Dahani Miller going to the rim. Wanted a foul. This is a scrum, I should say. A scramble for the ball. We have a full timeout for Prolific Prep. And you can kind of sense momentum wagging its head over there.
Wow,
in the way
there
of
was
Prolific
bodies
Prep.
flying everywhere, and you know.
We're going to take a quick break. It's a 6-point game with 1:09 left in the third. We'll be back. We're back, 1:09 left here in the third. It's the Geico City of Palms Classic. You know, just sitting here looking at this game, and can the Eagles hang on? Can Prolific Prep take the lead and ultimately end up winning this game? And you know, as we looked at things, I'm not sure that Prolific really thought they were going to get this kind of game from the Eagles, and they might have been shocked by it.
I don't think that the lockdown defense and the openness of the offense that they've been able to put down.
Wow, Holt is so slippery going to the lane. Delancey just cannot contain him.
Delancey was doing anything he could to right his back to make that happen.
Absolutely.
It was unable to do it. That's going to give him 3 fouls. He's got to sit down now.
And for Prolific is number 25, Davion Atkins, who really hasn't been a factor in this game. And there is Smith. The shot is no good. Daniels with a huge rebound for the Eagles.
I believe that was a huge rebound.
Tyndale with the three. It won't go. Philon had it in his hands and couldn't hold on. And you can kind of feel this thing slipping away. And that's a block. I think Prolific should be very happy with the way that possession was called. That could have really gone either way. But instead, Nasir Anderson will go to the line to shoot.
You are exactly right. He stepped in and it just got set as they collided. So that was very close.
First shot is up and good for Nasir Anderson. Having a bit of an off day, but still has been outstanding as far as his contributions, but is a really strong scorer. Shot goes up, it's good. He is 6'4", 220. That's like a linebacker's body.
Anderson is the leading scorer on the floor right now for the crew from Prolific Prep. Prep back to this lax press just to put some pressure and slow him up.
Yeah, Anderson with 10 points, and now we'll see the defensive pressure, you said it, will be ratcheted up. And this is where Joe Philon's got to come to play. Oh, nice pass inside, and Philon could not hold on, but Dave, that was right there for him.
Philon could have had the next big dunk coming from the baseline. He was wide open. He just couldn't get a hand on the ball.
And you could see it coming. Harris could see it coming. Miller could see it coming. Made a perfect pass, and Philon could not hold on. Huge play here.
9 seconds left. Plenty of time to get a shot off.
4-point lead. Shot goes up by Embo. No good. And that'll end it. That's the end of the third quarter. And the Eagles from Montverde Academy are hanging on to a 4-point lead over the #1 team in the country, Prolific Prep. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching the Geico City of Palms Classic on League Ready. It is the fourth quarter. The #1 team in the nation down by 4 to the 6-time City of Palms champion, the Montverde Academy Eagles. And it's been a whale of a game, really, on both ends, to see Montverde extend that lead, and it ballooned to, I believe, 16 at one time, and now Prolific fighting back. Just been an amazing game. Bruce Branch, the third, back in this game. Had been on the bench for a little while.
He has 4 fouls, so he's got to play this fourth quarter extremely tight.
And Booker, Tyndale, nice dish to Hani. Didn't have it. Miller tosses it out to Tyndale, and he knocks it down. Does that take a lot of guts to launch that three? I think it does.
Set up, squared up, made it 14 points.
Wow, the ball movement, great ball movement by Prolific. And there he, oh my, count the basket. And Derek Daniels, Dave just snatched that thing out of the air with 2 hands like it was nothing.
Wow.
So count the basket. Basket interference. Also, he'll go to the line. I think I got the wrong player on there. That is Bruce Branch III. Will shoot the free throw, and nothing but net for him. Branch has 16 points on the evening. Embo with the foul.
What you don't want to get here, Jeff, is you don't want to get in a team foul situation. It resets each quarter, but you don't want to get there because then you're going to play this one-on-one game, and they're only up by 4 right now. You do not want to play that game.
Shot in the corner. That's Booker. Could have been the biggest shot of his life right there. And there's the man, Holt, coming down with it, slashing. Tyndale with the steal, beating everybody down the court for the finger roll. Look at this guy.
Tinsdale is killing it. He can go to the outside and shoot a 3. He can go right inside the paint and drive and score.
5'9", and there's a follow-up by Madison. Just hanging around the rim. Pulls it down.
Instantly brings it back within 4. Again, this is just a back and forth game, ebb and flow here between these two powerhouses.
Miller easily going to the rim. As if Alex Smith had glue on those soles.
Prolific Prep needs to start stopping anybody from getting into the paint.
Smith thought about a jumper. He hasn't scored here in a while in this game. And how about Embo? Wow.
Embo coming
big
off
time
the bench,
shot.
getting that big shot. You're exactly right, Jeff. Big 3. They've cut the lead now down to 3.
Somehow you got to get the ball back in the hands of Tyndale, because that happens right there. And that is a turnover. 5:14 left here in the fourth quarter in the game. And Prolific can tie it up with a 3.
This lineup he has on the court right now with Holt, Madison, and Branch, and Smith, this is incredible. Embo hits a 3. This is the best rotation I think I've seen on the floor for Prolific Prep.
Nice dish inside. Hammers it home. Hammered it home, and I'm not sure what we've got here. I think we had a technical. I don't know. Are they going to call hanging on the rim?
Technical foul's been assessed to Prolific Prep 13, MJ and Madison. That'll be his 3rd personal foul, team's 2nd.
He almost had to hang on the rim, Jeff, to get out, or he's coming down on Tinsdale, who's only 5'9".
Absolutely. I'm a little confused unless he said something.
Unless he said something back. Tinsdale made it look like there was something like over the back or something. So that could have been what happened.
Dhani Miller with 2 crucial free throws. And now Montverde will get the ball. But what a play by Madison. Actually, 2 back-to-back plays by him. And they're going to double team Tyndale. That's how valuable he is. Bringing that ball up the court. Offensive foul, that's Phylon. And Madison is fired up.
That foul's going to be on Eagles number 1, Joe Phylon. That's his 3rd personal foul, team's 2nd.
And Dave Phylon has really struggled here in the second half.
Yes.
Not at all the player he was in the first half.
And Delancey, I didn't like his defense, coming out, and he's just been flat coming on offense. So, Montverde has 4:38 left to go. They need to step their game up a little bit right now.
Prolific can tie it up. The shot is up and good by Holt. How about that? What an athletic play by Holt. And do you expect anything other than the 6'5" senior?
Cut the lead, 67-66, Montverde Academy.
And I like this with Branch on Miller. Miller walked. He throws it up. Tyndale with the 3. Ball is batted up in the air, and it'll stay with Montverde Academy. With 4:07 left, it's a 1-point lead by the Eagles.
Fresh 35, so they have plenty of time.
Miller with a dangerous pass. And we've got a foul by Phylon. And really, that was a good foul. The bench is looking for an intentional foul. They're not going to give it to him.
You're not going to get that from an official, and here's why. You know that foul is coming. And he didn't do it intentionally. He did it to stop the play. So he didn't grab and throw the guy to the ground or do any harm. He just disrupted the play. You're not going to get that. Back to Branch.
Yeah, Bruce Branch with an errant pass. And there's Holt. He finds Anderson in the corner. Shot is no good, but there's that man again.
Branch, what a rebound.
Wow, big time play. Shot is no good. Holt had it blocked.
Blocked by Daniels, up and over the rim.
Dave, this game has had everything, and it's just maybe one of the best I've seen, and this is my 10th year of doing this at the City of Palms Classic.
Jeff, I'm telling you, with the second I think, oh man, there's no rebounding from Montverde, he's up over the rim, and we're going the other way. So they made up for one, and here we are, back. They've been Montverde's defense right now has held them for the last 30 seconds under the basket on their own end.
And good point, Dave. And he finds Madison, another block
by Daniels.
Daniels playing out of his mind on the defensive end. Whatever this team needs, he's trying to do for them to win it. The Eagles hold a 1-point lead, 3:20 left. Delancey, and there's some slippage down there. We've seen that this entire week.
They just cleaned that up down there, Jeff. We saw that earlier.
What's really been the danger zone? Delancey with ice in his veins. He knocks it down. 3:05 left. 4-point lead for the Eagles.
Jeff, I believe he heard what we said. We said they got to start concentrating, getting back in, and they made 2 big stops on both ends of the floor.
We're going to take a break because there's a timeout on the floor. 3:05 left in this one with the Eagles ahead by 4. Welcome back to the Geico City of Palms Classic. And this may go down as a classic rewind. What a great game. Montverde Academy coming in, I believe, at 3-3 on the season. If I'm not mistaken, I could stand corrected on that. But not as highly touted as they have before in years. Taking on the #1 team in the country, Prolific Prep, and taking it wire to wire with them. Miller overplayed on defense. Holt is going to take the jumper, and it rolls in for Holt, 70-68. And the play of Holt has just been outstanding. Whoever gets that young man next year, it's going to be like they hit the lottery. He is a star in the making.
2:30 left to go here. Prolific Prep has cut the lead to 2.
Dahani Miller. Delancey hit a big 3. He's going to go to the rack and go to the free throw line as there's a foul.
He's definitely felt, you saw his head down a little bit. They took him out, and then now he's back in. He's playing with 4 fouls, being generous, but now he's got his head on straight.
That foul was on Bruce Branch III, and that will be his 5th as he's fouled out, and that is a big foul here in this game with still 2:18 left.
He was a big factor in the turnaround of that, and just wrong place, wrong time on at least 1 or 2 of those fouls.
Well, Holt has been the glue, and how about Madison, number 13, has come alive. Tyndale jumping up at the ball. Prolific trying to preserve some time. Coming up here on the 2-minute mark. What a game this has been. 3 is no good, and there's Smith with a big rebound. Hasn't done a whole lot on the offensive end. And Holt.
In there again is Daniels.
That foul's going to be on Phylon, and great job of.
That's going to be 5 on Phylon. That's going to be a hard one to swallow for Montverde.
Alex Smith going to the line. Great job of getting close to the basket, trying to make something happen. And yeah, that is another big loss. Phylon had an incredible first half. Not a whole lot going on in the second half for him.
Delancey also on the floor for Montverde with 4. He needs to be very careful as well here on the defensive end and try to stay out of any trouble on the offensive side as well.
Sebastian Dow, number 12, in for the Eagles.
Smith makes his first one, off to be an Ohio State Buckeye next year.
And Smith, as we said, he's not really been looking to be offensive minded, but steps up and hits those 2 free throws, and it's 71-70 with 1:52 left here, and Tyndale being guarded, and the ball went off of
Holt.
Holt wants them to review this, and I don't think obviously they can.
There is no review in high school basketball.
He's asking for it, but Tyndale dribbled the ball off of Holt's foot, and Miller now will bring it up, and he has Embo on him, and here we go. Last 2 minutes of this game, and I think we have a technical. I don't know who that is on. If it's Madison.
It's going to come from the bench. Their bench has jumped up behind Bernardi all afternoon.
Wow.
They've been warned more than once. They've been very lax on that. But the last couple times, the in-bench coach has been up, and this time he stood up and said something, and that was it. They had had enough.
Wow, that could be very costly, Dave, especially if Miller can knock these down. As you see, they're trying to explain to coach what has happened there.
They need to make this a 3-point game, like you said. if Miller can knock this one down like he just did. Now it's almost a 2-possession game for Prolific Prep to pull this off.
73-70.
And Montverde gets the ball after the technical foul.
And I think this is a really huge, maybe the biggest possession of the game for Montverde Academy to make something happen here, to put it out to a 2-possession game. They're up by 3 with 1:25 left here in the game. Shot clock's at 20 seconds. Branch the third has fouled out.
You are correct. If they can capitalize here, they get, this is basically a free play. 3 points, free play. Holt with the steal.
That's a great anticipation. I'm not sure what Miller was looking for there. He was looking for someone to flash to the lane, apparently. And there you got it.
And they just called a charge.
Nasir Anderson goes strong to the basket. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Anderson. Booker coming into the game.
Not many people in this arena are for either team. This place has been quiet watching this, but let me tell you, that this place come alive because they don't feel that was a charge.
There's a full timeout on the floor. We're going to take one as well as we prepare for a dynamic ending. It's 73-70. The Eagles of Montverde in front of the crew of Prolific Prep. You're watching the Geico City of Palms Classic on League Ready. .4 seconds is the only thing that separates Montverde Academy from quite possibly one of the biggest wins in the history of the Eagles basketball team. And I know that's a bold statement, but this is a game that really no one thought that they could win. Prolific, the #1 team in the nation, in a dominant lineup, down by 3.
Montverde to pass it in here.
Tyndale is going to try to bring it up, and he has Holt. Good job of bringing it up. He picked it up. Delancey going inside at the trees. They're going to call a foul. A bit of a late whistle, and I believe that's going to go on Madison. And it is.
That was drawn up in the huddle. Tinsdale bring it up. Get Delancey to cut through the center, and it's a mismatch. Delancey's not that tall. Get him in there against Madison and Smith, and that's exactly what happened. Draw the foul in the paint, opening this up now to a 2-point possession. To win, you got to have 3. It's a 2-possession game now, Jeff.
And you're right, Delancey only 6'3". I say only versus everybody out there. 6', 74-70. And there is Smith. He's going to take a 3. And how about that? Hasn't been offensive-minded the whole game, and he knocks one down.
He hit one earlier, but this is big.
That's a timeout.
And we've got a 30-second timeout by the Eagles with 23.7 here. We'll stay here, 74-73. So you got 2 things at play. You've got to get the basketball in. And it's been very challenging for the Eagles to do that with the pressure. And then who's going to take that shot?
Man, you got to look for somebody to cut and pass quick in the center. I don't know. I'm kind of liking Daniels, but if you look at that lineup, Miller with 21, you could get him there, and I believe he's perfect from the line. On the other side, you got to tell Prolific Prep, you know, we got to defend this, try to get the 5, and we got to foul quick and fast. And you got to watch how many timeouts he has. Prolific Prep has 1. Montverde has 2. So they could use 2 here or 1 here and then use 1 at the other end to stop Prolific Prep. It's still anybody's ball game at this point.
And you've got to keep those players in front of you. You cannot allow someone to get behind you and get easy access to the basket if you're Prolific Prep.
Booker's in.
Oh my gosh, that is disastrous. And it went off of Nasir Anderson. And I'm not sure what happened there. Went into the tunnel with 22.9 seconds left here.
That could have been, that really could have been, if he punched the side like I think he did in running in the tunnel, it could have been a technical foul. So they're lucky that didn't happen, but you put Delancey on the line here. If he hits these 2, it's back to a 2-possession game with 22.9 to go.
And he's been money here, and he continues to be. And, you know, I just don't like that entry pass. That was very dangerous, as you can see. And if you want to call it, you call it what it is. They were bailed out with that foul.
You got to do a hard, quick pass down to Daniels at that point.
So 75, 76, 73, 22.9. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll just stay here. 22.9 seconds left. And that was a very dangerous inbound. But now, if you are Prolific, I think you've got to take whatever shot is available to you, or do you design something for the 3?
I think you got to look for the 3, Jeff. If you're going to do anything, 2's not going to get you there because you can only stop. You're going to use a timeout, right? So you're going to use your timeout instantly. So you're going to be out of timeouts with 22.3. I think you got to look to shoot the 3 now and not later. If you get 2, then you're going to they'll be looking for a foul to stop, and you're still got to come back and shoot the 3 to win.
And who gets it at the end? You know, you've got a plethora of opportunity there. And names that you could throw out. You know, how about Smith knocking down the jumper as if it's been something he's been doing all day long,
and it's
which
only
he
a
hasn't.
Second one. Here, I think if you're Montverde, you just kind of let him come down and pass it around and kill the clock.
Well, here we go. Holt with the basketball, tosses it over, and there he is. Smith, the shot goes up, it's no good. And we have a jump ball, and the arrow points to Montverde Academy with 9 seconds left here. So once again, you've got to get the ball in, foul immediately.
You have that 1 timeout after they shoot the free throws to get back in.
Tyndale is double teamed, and there he is in the corner. And there was a timeout by the Eagles.
He felt that down to 3 that, you know.
Full timeout.
We're going to take a quick break. Do not go anywhere. 9 seconds left here in this thriller. 76-73, the Montverde Academy Eagles over top of the #1 team in the country, Prolific Prep crew. We'll be right back. Nine seconds remains in this thriller. One of the best games so far here on day 4. Prolific Prep, the #1 team in the country out of Fort Lauderdale, being held in check by the Eagles of Montverde Academy.
I think what Prolific Prep has to do here is go ahead and let them get the ball in and foul right away.
Well, I would think you want to overplay to see if you can get the steal, you know, because you're going to foul anyway. So if you overextend yourself and you overplay and you foul, it's going to be the same thing as you were going to do anyway. And there they get it in to Booker, and he gets fouled immediately. 8.2 seconds. Not that much time running off the clock.
So that puts him into the 1-and-1. So we'll see what Booker can do. He's got to knock at least one of these down to make it the 2-possession that we've been talking about.
And if he misses here, you cannot foul if you are the Eagles.
I tell him to get back, let him take the 3, because if he makes 1, which he just did, I tell Montverde Eagles, everybody get back, go stand on the baseline, let them have it, because it's going to, even if they roll it, they still have to, you know, pick up easy, but no fouls.
Wow, that was probably one of the hardest set of free throws for Malachi Booker. So, Prolific Prep down by 6.
Let him have it.
Shot goes up by Smith, no good. Holt, it won't go, and that'll do it as the game ends. And I believe this is a big, big upset for Coach Turner and his team. The signature series champions are the Montverde Academy Eagles. The number 1 team in the country has gone down, David.
Steve Turner steps into this program trying to rebuild it and keep it atop, and he definitely shows he is able to do that tonight.
What a game. And the Eagles were able to hold on and get the win. What a great game that was.
Very well coached team. You had a lot of talent on the floor. That was almost like watching a D1. The amount of talent you had on the floor, and if they're not going D1, then they're going high D2, but pretty much everybody on both teams is going to some sort of D1.
So we're going to take a break. We will be back on air at 8:20 or at 8 o'clock roughly for the Hugh Thimler tribute game. And that'll feature 2 local schools, Bishop Rowe Catholic High School taking on Barron Collier. It's been one whale of a day of basketball, and it's not over. Thank you guys for joining us here on a Geico City of Palms Classic.